Got a full day of eating for you guys today. It's a Monday here, it's a Tuesday there, and I have my coffee outside. Scoop of MCT powder and a tablespoon of ghee. Pretty gloomy, so staying in and working.
I had a coffee this morning with just a little bit of cream. I did my hour of reading this morning. Let me show you my book. Whoa. A lot of you guys have probably heard of this. It seems to be a very popular book. The Name of the Wind. It is very good. I'm almost done with it. I would describe it as being somewhere on the spectrum of Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter. More over here towards Harry Potter, but a little more adult. Not as good as Harry Potter. I mean, nothing's as good as Harry Potter.
And we had the raw cream in the fridge, and I went to use it, and then there was chunks in it.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, it's spoiled. And I was like, great, so put it back in the fridge, please. That's what you should do.
Someone's doing Easy Fashion Week outfit over here too. I'm cooking breakfast, and we're actually filming a video right now for The Curve, jointhecurve.com. It's 3 grab-and-go lunches, or like quick lunches. Yeah, so this is gonna be my breakfast. And I thought I'd also show you some stuff we're doing in the kitchen.
Well, like what?
Like this. I got this defrosting here. I'm gonna do beef jerky for The Curve. There's gonna be a beef jerky recipe on there. We made fat bombs this week, and they don't look that good because like a little bit of the butter rose to the top, but it's just butter and chocolate.
And the reason is because we did very low heat for the butter because it's like good quality butter.
So we always have fat bombs ready and raring to go. And then here's like a little fridge tour. So I think for dinner, I was thinking we would do egg roll in a bowl. We've done that like the last a lot of videos though, I feel like.
Yeah, and these are for the meal time segment. We did not like buy those.
Yeah, these are donuts for the meal time segment. They look good though.
Yeah.
Mega's been buying these. Have you been eating these a lot?
Yeah, I think it's like a nice little snack.
And then I got my kefir in here, a couple of them, 2 jars full. I made these a couple days ago. Still on my kefir grind.
We're running low on these. We're gonna get more of these from Whole Foods. And then Matt got me the Desert Storm, which is like a less spicier version of his favorite cheese. The raw cheeses from this farm are pretty good. Habanero. So the Copperhead one's super spicy. These are for the mealtime segment as well. These thin, slim foods. A lot of you guys asked about them. Not sure how they taste.
We got these for the mealtime segment.
Yes, we do.
I tried them already. Also, we're gonna soak and dehydrate these pecans. That's gonna be on The Curve also. So like recipes like that, more like advanced things, I think will mostly be on The Curve. Like we're gonna make pemmican, beef jerky.
The kefir's there.
Kefir, sprouted nuts. Okay guys, this is my first meal. It's 4 slices of bacon, 5 eggs, and I'll also probably have some cheese too. I don't show this every day, every time we do a day of eating, but I take these supplements most days. Sometimes I forget and I don't do it. But this is cod liver oil. NutraPro brand, and basically this is a omega-3 supplement, but it also has vitamin A and a little bit of vitamin D. Been used for hundreds of years. It was a ration for troops to keep them healthy.
And we've already given a little bit to Theo.
Oh yeah, this is Theo's first food too. Did he like it?
No.
He didn't like it.
But as adults, we don't like it. So could you imagine like the taste in a baby's mouth?
2 things that are really hard to get through diet: omega-3s, vitamin A, animal form of vitamin A. With the cod liver oil, it covers like 2 problem nutrients in the human diet in one supplement. So the omega-3s, if you don't eat seafood or anything like that, you get almost none. Yeah, unless you're eating like the liver of animals, you're really not getting a ton of vitamin A. And then also this is just vitamin D3, K2.
All right, guys, I'm doing my video of quick lunches now, and this is probably my favorite, and this is actually what I'm gonna eat for lunch. So it's 2 hard-boiled eggs, soft, that's how we like them. Ounce of cheese, some cherry tomatoes, and some Brazil nuts. Probably my standard one these days just because of Theo. He's like on his playmat, or I'm working when like Theo's napping, so it's like something quick I can just toss together even when I'm holding him.
I finished my meal, and I'm also gonna have one of these fat bombs.
So it's been about an hour since we ate. It's 1:30 right now, and at 2, we actually have a podcast we're gonna be recording with Dr. Paul Saladino, so I'm looking forward to that, but I'm hungry, so I'm having a quick snack right here. So just 2 more of the hard-boiled eggs that you saw, so soft-boiled, I should say, covered in a bunch of salt. The past 2 days, like so yesterday and today, like I swear Theo's going through a growth spurt, so he is eating like a double time. Like he's eating so much more than he's been eating, so he's hungrier, going through a growth spurt, and that's actually making me hungrier. It's just so comfy in there.
And we also have a step challenge going on the curve. So I'm tracking my steps for the first time with the Oura Ring here.
Not for the first time.
But for the first
in a
time in
while.
like 4 months. This has been sitting on the floor in our outdoor gym for 4 months. I don't really like it that much.
You have to take it off to do so many things?
Yeah. We did a review and I think I gave it like a 7 out of 10 or something.
Yeah.
I think I would drop that to like a 5.5 out of 10.
It's just big, right?
Yeah. It hurts. Like I can't do this. You know?
Yeah.
So for the challenge, the person who gets the most steps gets 3 months free to membership, signed cookbook, stuff like that. It's really echoey in here. And anyone who gets over 10,000 steps each day of the month, they get a special icon in the forums, which is cool. But my steps are really lacking. Tracked for the past 3 days, 8,600.
We went on a long walk yesterday.
Yesterday we went on a long walk, 6,400 though. So maybe not that long of a walk. You know what? Boom.
Readiness.
Readiness 95. I have been improving my sleep, I think, over the past few months.
Yeah.
I think what it is, I did a couple things. So I got a light for my room, the reading room I have upstairs, that doesn't have blue light.
It's a bulb.
It's a bulb. It's a light bulb. No blue light comes from it. So for the last 90 minutes before bed, I've been reading with that light, and I think that's making a difference. How do you feel about the new HBO series, The Outsider?
It took like a terrible left turn.
I agree.
So it was really, really good, and it baited us with Jason Bateman. We stopped watching it. It's just like, it went from like gritty crime, yes, I can't wait to see what happens, I'm so excited for the next show, to like fantasy world.
So let me distinguish between those two. Environmental hormesis is things like radiation, sunlight, heat stress.
What'd you learn?
It's hard to really say exactly what I learned. I feel like I didn't learn. We went pretty deep. He went really sciencey, which was really great, but I feel like I'm gonna learn something when I listen back to it as I'm editing it, because I can really concentrate on what he was saying. Fruits aren't antioxidant. They're just full of oxidants, right?
Well, he said
They're
everything.
pro-oxidant.
Everything we think of as antioxidants is pro-oxidants.
Yeah. So that was fascinating. And he's a really smart, interesting guy. It was a good conversation though, but I know you learned a lot and you wanted to share.
I just did a sauna and I did 25 minutes on the treadmill trying to get my steps in. So this is the second podcast in probably like the last month or so where people have said omega-3s are bad for you. We do a lot of podcasts, so I can like kind of see things that are coming down the pipe. So like we had Sean Baker on the podcast probably like how long ago? Like 2 years?
Yeah.
Really long, before you even heard of a carnivore diet. In the next year, this is going to be like a pretty popular hot take that omega-3 fats are not good for you. You know, omega-3s like fish oils.
So we take cod liver oil.
Yeah, so like today I took the cod liver oil. Paul Saladino would say that's bad. And kind of, I can get where they're coming from. It makes sense to me because we live in such a high omega-6 fat world where people are getting like 20 grams of omega-6 fats per day, that when you study that world and you add omega-3 to it, it's good for you. Because they have like a counterbalance, they compete for the same receptors, something like that. In the absence of all these high omega-6 foods, if you're eating a healthy diet, maybe omega-3s are bad for you. I could see that being the case. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I guess for me, like the carnivore diet has like been something that I've wanted to do, but I talk about this on the podcast, but like I can't tolerate a lot of protein. Like my body can't handle it, process it, and it like makes me actually feel ill. So if I did the carnivore diet, it would have to be like a modified version, which he mentioned, like, and I've looked into it. It's like more like a paleo carnivore style. So it's like a lot higher fat and like still moderate protein. And that just seems, it doesn't seem even enjoyable because I love like steak. I can eat ground beef, steak, bacon all day, but my body can't handle it. Like physically, it's not good for me. Down the line, I could see myself like buckling down and like wanting to get my health together and then like doing like a high fat carnivore style diet with like egg yolks, eating nose to tail with some dairy and coffee. Kind of like how Matt, you do it some days of the week.
He even said dairy though. No.
Yeah, he's a dairy. Well, I don't do that much dairy. Matt's like
eat a lot of
hard.
dairy now.
He eats a ton of dairy. But yeah, like if we just took everyone's take on how you should eat and just ran with it, like I would just be doing a different diet every single day.
Exactly.
I think for my like autoimmune conditions though and my health, like it probably would be good to do something as strict as like cutting everything out and doing like a high fat carnivore diet. We're going on vacation next week.
Yeah.
So I guess I've really never shared, right? Like why I haven't done carnivore. Because if I eat a 16-ounce steak, like my kidneys hurt. You're not supposed to feel your organs in your body. I have chronic kidney disease, so it's something that I'm going to live with for the rest of my life. I was diagnosed at 21 and I was like put on a lot of steroids. My kidneys are stable. I'm doing great right now, but if I do a really high protein diet, it has a really negative impact because my kidneys literally cannot take, and he talked about like the nitrogen, so it's urea, nitrogen, the concentration, the buildup, and so like protein secretes through my urine, and just my kidneys can't handle all of the proteins. So it was a 45-minute nap. So some days he only gives us like 30 to 40-minute naps, and then some days he's like trying to sleep for 4 hours straight. Big shout out to Perfect Keto, and I'm showing you their new bars, the birthday flavor bars, birthday cake bars. Definitely their best bar flavor. They're sponsoring this video, and you can check out the link below. You can get 15 to 25% off depending on how many bars you get. These are super, super delicious. 17 grams of fat, 13 grams of protein. How many net carbs? 3 net carbs. So if you want to check out the link below, you can get the deal on the bars, but there's also a couple of our other favorite products like the collagen powder, the chocolate one, the vanilla MCT powder, and Matt really likes the chocolate covered macadamia nuts if you want to give those a try. He's kind of dancing, right?
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna make dinner. This is what goes into the egg roll in a bowl. Cabbage, carrots, I'm gonna do all 3 of those, 2 shallots, most of this head of garlic, probably like 3/4 of it, and then a pound of ground beef and some other seasonings and stuff.
Yeah, coconut aminos.
And ginger. Theo. Okay guys, here at dinner, I'm gonna make a compelling case that the Joker is actually just a very easy role to play, and all the people who have played the Joker have not delivered great performances, with maybe one exception.
Well, before we start, so we have egg roll in a bowl,
Okay.
and I put a sriracha mayo mixture. So that just ups the fat, and it just makes it more tasty.
I have just the egg roll in a bowl. Do I have more than you? Yeah.
Yeah.
Seems like it. So in the whole recipe, it was 1 pound of ground beef, but basically it boils down to rolls like the Joker, and that just rolls that are really outlandish and you can like overact, lends itself well to being perceived by people as a great performance. I would say the best Joker, obviously Heath Ledger. He pretty much killed it, did as good as you could do, but it's also just so much to work with.
But would you say it's overacting, or it's just like the right amount of acting and they just did it really, really well?
Well, that's the thing.
Like, it's not exaggerated. It's exactly how it's supposed to be.
I don't know much about acting. Like, I'm a terrible actor. But it would seem to me.
You know about the Joker role.
Yeah, it would seem to me that when you're playing someone who's really out there, you have a wider range of what could be perceived as good. Whereas if you're a normal person, we all know what normal people act like. You really have to like deliver the emotions and like the little stares and stuff that carry the role.
I think it's harder to play probably a role where there's like some sort of a mental health aspect to it.
I don't.
How could it be easier? You really have to embody someone outside of yourself. You know, you don't have depression or anxiety, or you're not suicidal, or like you don't have like a disability.
But people like me who don't know what that's like at all, we just see the Joker and we're like, that makes sense. I guess it could be like that. But I think the best case for this is just the fact that we've had like 5 Jokers and 3 of them have been like award-winning performances.
But when you see, okay, so I don't think you really appreciated the Joker for what it was. Or maybe
I did. No, I appreciated it.
I don't know, because when you see the role, or when you see whoever play it, so Joaquin Phoenix was the most recent one. There's a battle going on in his mind.
Well, this was the first Joker that was like that.
Living in an alternate reality.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I know, exactly. But like he sells it so like he is the Joker.
I mean, the movie, first off, how I thought the movie was, like, everyone said it was great. It was good. It was a solid good.
So I didn't expect it to be as good as it was. You're not giving the actors the credit they deserve for being able to pull off such an incredible, difficult role.
See, that's what I'm saying. I don't think it's a difficult role. I think, what's a good movie?
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yeah, like Leonardo DiCaprio's role in that was better than Joaquin Phoenix's. He's just more of a normal guy, but he's delivering this depth of emotion of like an aging actor.
Well, Leonardo DiCaprio is he's a prodigy. He's like a better actor than Joaquin Phoenix. It's not fair to put them on the same spectrum.
This also gets to like the LeBron James MVP type of thing. Why doesn't Leonardo DiCaprio or Daniel Day-Lewis just win Best Actor every single year? Why are we pretending like other people are as good? Like LeBron
what did
should
Daniel Day-Lewis do this year that's worthy
Nothing.
of winning? Okay.
Comment below, guys. Do you like my theory that the Joker might be an easier role than we all give it credit for? And we also just watched the movie Parasite that won Best Picture. It's Korean, I think.
We watched it before it won.
Yeah. When I got done watching it and I found out it was nominated, I was like, no way this is going to win. But it was really good.
I didn't think it would win either, but yeah. It's like dark and good.
I don't think it's as good as Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, do you?
I do. Now that I'm more far removed from seeing the movie, I think Parasite for me was more engaging.
Okay guys, finished up my meal and I'm about to crack into this fresh brewed kefir. And the best way to know that you made kefir properly is by that. You probably couldn't hear that. That was the carbonation. I got some berries here. Blueberries, blackberries. It's about maybe 3/4 of a cup of berries. And I'm gonna pour some kefir in here. Oh boy. It's like yogurt except watery and clumpy. So yeah, this will be my dessert. Maybe fat bombs too.
I was at Pilates and she was like, do the happy baby pose. And if I didn't have a baby and knew what he did when he was happy, I would have no idea what she's talking about. But it's grab your feet, which is like weird to do with a bunch of other adults, right?
Yeah.
This pose.
What are you having for a snack?
Some dark chocolate. This is my favorite dark chocolate.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite ones too.
I think this is my favorite. It's like,
Cause it's melty. The dark,
Yeah,
some of the dark
that's what I was
chocolate
gonna
ones aren't melty.
like it melts in your mouth, which I really like. But most dark chocolates, yeah, they don't melt in your mouth. They're just like harder and you bite into them. And that's, oh, Matt, Theo, you got daddy's snack.
Yeah, so I'm gonna have this for a snack. I also had 2 fat bombs, and each fat bomb is about a tablespoon of fat. That's the video. It's kind of gloomy today, so we didn't leave it all, but we're going to Miami next week, so maybe we'll do a video there. That should be more action-packed.
Yeah, we always do an after dinner walk, which has been really nice. Today it's been raining all day, but yeah, Miami's gonna be beautiful. Theo's first time in the beach. That's it. We'll see you soon.